What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Panthers Advice. If you can't tell, I'm pretty excited. I was going to take a break today. We got practice coming up. We got the preseason game. I got to travel 15 hours for. Looking forward to that. But the Panthers just dropped Camp Confidential. Episode 1 just dropped on their YouTube. And an unofficial but pre-release depth chart. So we're going to take a look at a few clips from Camp Confidential, Episode 1. And then jump into the depth chart and discuss it. Let's jump into it. Alright guys, right here is a few clips from Camp Confidential. Go check out Panthers YouTube. They've got all of it over there. Now, we're going to jump into the depth chart and see, is Bryce Young the starting quarterback? Let's jump into it right here. Alright guys, we're looking at the depth chart. QBs are up first, obviously. At number 1 is Bryce Young. At number 2 is Andy Dalton. 3 is Matty C. And 4 is Jake, newly signed. These two kind of shocked me compared to Bryce Young at 1, Andy Dalton at 2, and Matt at 3. These two before training camp, I thought might be switched, right? I thought Matt was going to be at the 2, Andy at the 3. Instead, Matt's at the 3. The question is, what are the Panthers going to do with Matt? I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let's jump to the running backs real quick. So when it comes to the running backs, we got Miles at the 1, Hubbard's 2, Blackshear's 3, Brown's 4, and Peoples is 5. And the Peoples one shocked me because I was a big Cameron Peoples fan. The only reason I'm slightly scared of him not staying with the team is because I don't see the Panthers keeping 5 running backs. Could be wrong. He could be with the practice squad. Best case scenario. But Panthers keeping 5. Andy's already 5th on the depth chart. It's not looking good for him. I thought he looked pretty good. But let's jump to the receivers. So when it comes to the receivers, we all saw what DJ did during training camp and FanFest. He has been putting on a clinic the whole time. Dude was nasty before his injury. He was about to get paid. Hopefully he can bounce back and get that payday. Now we're going to jump to the next 2 receivers on the first string. That's Adam from Minnesota and Mingo, the rookie. Yes, the rookie has made the first team. Big props to him. So my guess, DJ, Mingo on the outside, Adam in the slot. Not a bad combo. Let's jump to the second string. Alright guys, when it comes to the second string, we got TMJ, we got Damiere Byrd, and Laviska. Now Laviska, let's talk about that real quick. During training camp, we've seen him line up on the outside, the slot, halfback. We've seen him line up everywhere. So really, you could put Derek here, you could put Smith here, you could put Javon here. I think they're just putting Laviska here because that's where he would be. But I don't see him being used as a second string receiver. I think he's going to be used in a lot of different formations. One formation I wouldn't be shocked if they use Laviska in. They come out single back, go heavy, put Laviska on the end right, little flat route for Bryce Young. I'm telling you, they're going to use Laviska everywhere. TMJ right here, second string. I would not be shocked if he makes his way to first string. He's got the talent. Hopefully, Bryce Young can get him the ball compared to what he had to deal with last year. So definitely a couple guys to keep your eye on. Now let's jump to the tight ends. Up first, Hayden Hurst. We all saw that coming, right? We all saw Hayden Hurst coming. Next up is Ian Thomas. I know some of you guys aren't the biggest Ian Thomas fans. Dude can run block. Hayden Hurst can catch. He can run block. Alright guys, now we're on the defense. We're going to start with Derek Brown up first. Deshaun Williams backing him up. Raekwon Williams and Taylor Stallworth. Alright. The defensive tackle running the 3-4 is Marquand McCall, Nick Thurman, and newly signed LeBrian Ray from Alabama. Also played with the Patriots. So definitely a couple guys to keep your eye on right there. Then we got Tuttle lining up across from Derek Brown. So that's going to be your 3-4 right there. These 3 guys. Bang, bang, bang. I wouldn't be shocked if LeBrian gets a lot of preseason reps just to see what can he do in the 3-4. As you guys know, I'm excited for this defensive line. I've been hyping them up all training camp long. Let me know your thoughts on this so far, right? When it comes to the 3 guys. Derek Brown, McCall, Tuttle. Tuttle's been going crazy. Derek Brown's been going crazy. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let's jump to the linebackers. Alright guys, now we're going to jump to the linebackers. Up first we got Brian Burns. Opposite of him is Justin Houston. I saw this coming. Yes, he's getting up there in age, but he can still produce. 9.5 sacks last year. You guys saw the tape. Those weren't easy, right? Maybe 1 or 2 stunts to help him out, but for the most part, he was going against the left or right tackle. He had to work for it. Let's jump to the inside linebackers. Nobody's really shocked here. Frankie, I think he could have a breakout year this year, especially if Brown, Tuttle, Burns, and Houston just do what they've been doing. Frankie could have a breakout year just because they could be focused on Houston and Burns. Obviously, Derek Brown. I mean, the potential is there, and you can't forget about Shaq, right? I mean, this 3-4 defense, guys. Justin Houston, next to him is Shaq. We got Frankie, who's up and coming. Burns has proven himself. Tuttle looks like a beast so far. You got McCall, and you got Derek Brown, who's just a force. This looks nasty. Let's take a look at some of the second strings for the linebackers. We got YGM. The verdict's still out on him. Dion. To me, Dion is a wild card. I believe he's still under 30, and we all knew what Dion once was, right? He's not 34 like Justin Houston. He's still young. He still has life left. Next, we got Hill, and we got Marquise Haynes. Definitely a couple guys to keep your eye on. And then Kobe Jones. Kobe Jones has been getting a lot of talk during training camp. So he's one to watch. All right, guys. And next up, we have Barno at 4. This one shocked me. I went through this pretty good before I started recording this, but I didn't realize Barno was at 4. Barno's definitely somebody to watch. And bumper pool. Let's jump to the cornerbacks. So up first, obviously, no doubt, is Jaycee Horn, Dante Jackson. As long as these guys stay healthy, man, this team looks good. Xavier Woods, Von Bell, Chin at the nickelback. I mean, I love that right there. And I told you guys when I did the Chin video, I love having him play in the box. So now you got Chin, Von Bell, Woods, Jackson, Horn, Houston, Thompson, Frankie, Bryan, Tuttle, McCall, Derek Brown. This defense looks pretty good. You know, and the backups aren't awful either. CJ gets better on that zone coverage. We got the rookie Robinson right here. Deion Jones. I mean, the backups aren't bad either, right? So with all that being said, let's do one more quick rundown of the defense. We got Derek Brown and Tuttle at the defensive end. We got McCall and Thurman and Ray at defensive tackles. Outside linebackers, Burns and Justin Houston. I love that. Luvu and Thompson at the inside linebackers. Dion and Hill backing them up. Then for the cornerbacks, JC and Dante, Keith Taylor, CJ Henderson, backing them up. Wright is definitely somebody to watch as well. He's the rookie. At safeties, we've got Xavier Woods, Von Bell. Backing them up is Robinson, the rookie, and Eric Rowe. And then playing the nickel is Jeremy Chin, which I absolutely love. Now, let's jump to special teams. So for special teams, kick returner, not too shocked here. We got Blackshear starting kick returner and punt returner. The only thing that I could see changing here is Laviska being the second guy returning. They may take him out. It almost reminds me of a Tyreek Hill-esque similar situation where they used Tyreek Hill for everything until he became that number 1, number 2 receiver in Kansas City, and they had to take him off kick return because you don't want to risk that injury. So if Laviska shows out this year, I could definitely see him being removed, put in Smith, and then Bird, I guess, for the third string when it comes to kick return. On paper, this team looks pretty good, but obviously they have to go out and perform. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Preseason game is almost here. I'm excited for that. Stay tuned. A lot more content to come soon.